This morning, we continue to follow a police shooting in Prince George's County. Last night, a police officer shot and killed a man in an apartment building on Suitland Road, and that is where our Matt Gregory is this morning. And Matt, we know that this started as a call for a break-in, but police haven't offered much as to what led up to this escalation.
Hey, Annie, and now the Maryland Attorney General's office has taken over the investigation, and there are still some details that aren't quite clear. In fact, it took some prodding from reporters to get the chief of police here in Prince George's County to offer more details, or at least to clarify sort of what led up to the fatal shooting. So this was Prince George's County Police Chief Malik Aziz talking last night to us about what happened. He told our reporters around 5:30 officers got a call about a breaking and entering in progress at the Windham Creek Apartments along Suitland Road, which is where we are right now. Police report an officer went into a third-floor apartment, and inside they say he found two people. Police say one was a suspect. Now, Chief of Police Aziz said the officer and suspect had some exchange and the officer fired. Police say that the officer rendered first aid after the man had been hit by the bullets, but the man died. Now, we asked the chief, what sort of exchange did the officer and suspect have that turned deadly? And here's how the chief responded.
The exchange was not one of gunfire, a verbal exchange that occurred with the people who were in the house. Two people were inside the location. One that he encountered, he discharged his weapon, and the discourse was a fatal injury.
Yeah, so you can see why that was difficult to sort of work our way through. The police talk was sort of not lining up exactly where would make a cohesive narrative. Now, throughout the night, the investigation went on, and we spoke with neighbors about it. They didn't offer many details either, but one man said he knew the shooting was officer involved, but it's still quite scary.
The violence and the shootings are happening closer and closer to home here.
Now, as far as the officer that was involved in the shooting and the suspect who was killed, those names, police say they have at least 2 days, business days, to release them, but that could come out at any point. And as far as the body-worn camera footage that the officer has, that has to be released within 20 business days. But again, that could be released with any point within that 20 business days. So this morning, we're working with police to find out more information on what that timeline could be, because like I said, it could be sped up. But for now, in Prince George's County, I'm Matt Gregory. Back to you.
Matt, thank you. And this now marks 3 deadly shootings involving police in 8 days. This map on your screen right now shows you yesterday's shooting, Monday's shooting in Lanham Hills, and last Wednesday's shooting in D.C. And in that incident, an MPD officer shot and killed Clifford Brooks. It happened after Brooks jumped out of an ambulance during a mental health crisis and then tried to attack an officer. Back on Monday, you'll remember an officer with the New Carrollton Police Department shot and killed Artel Cunningham after he went on a deadly carjacking spree. And police are also looking into whether mental health was a factor in that case.